Okay, folks, do a little bit of painting here on Thursday night. It's kind of late, so I'm not sure how much we're going to get done, but got to try. And we'll pick up where we left off. And what we were painting on is our Irish Auxilia. We were working on this figure right here. So that's what we're going to pick up, and it looks like we were working on a flesh at the time. So all right, let's get some of this. Let's drop a little bit of this thinner, airbrush thinner here. Re-wet, really what they should be. And let's get the fan up to a more reasonable level. There we go. All right, let's hop to it. This is about where we left off, where we started adding the sunny skin tone to this guy. Mike's models from probably close to 40 years ago, from the Renaissance line. Let's yeah, I'm having some of the paint stick to here. Let's see if we can't. The thinner seems to help a lot. Because for some reason I'm just not using a whole lot of paint when I'm doing this, and I think that's probably part of the problem. It's not really a problem, but it's just kind of, you know, I'll get some of the paint that gets stuck on the edge of the brush there, and then run into some issues. So even though I put these paints on here last night, they're still workable. I separated a little bit, but it's no big deal. Not enough that I need to put another blob of paint there just for this little bit. And our goal is going to be to paint this guy's. Oh, look, I made a boo-boo. Not really a boo-boo, but his feet are also flesh colored. And I just skipped all over him here on the face and stuff. It shouldn't take very long. All right, we're going to paint all of them this color right here. This is the third Auxilia of 9. So after this guy's done, I got 6 more to do. Hey, Australian Greg, you're about 30 minutes into my Wednesday night painting session. Is this a late start for your Thursday night session? It absolutely is. It is late to start at 9:15. So my goal tonight is to get this guy finished. But if I can do that, I'll be happy. That way we can start on the next one the next day. Probably not tomorrow, but maybe on Saturday. We'll see. It's been a long week. So. All right, let's go and let's build some of the muscles up on this guy's legs. I must have been distracted last night. I think it was last night when I painted and just totally skipped over this. It's not a big deal. Not like I don't know how I mix this color. Listening to Greg, I know you watch all the podcasts or the streams, whether or not they're live. I sent you over the dimensions there of this table. The important thing is the height, okay? It's 2 feet deep. It's coincidentally, it's all in increments of feet. It's 2 feet deep, 4 feet wide, 3 foot tall. Now this is a table from IKEA. Well, cost wasn't really an issue, but it helped that it was like one of the cheapest ones I could find. It was like around $80, 80 or 90 bucks or whatever. And what I liked about it is it's very minimalist. It just has adjustable legs that you can adjust up and down by. You have to screw them all individually, so you can't do it while there's weight on it. And I wanted to get one of those adjustable tables, but I found out how much they were, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not spending that kind of money on that. So then I went about getting a table that I could jack up as high as I could get it, because what I wanted to do was have a painting station where I could jack the chair as low as I could get it and the table as high, so I'm painting as upright as I could. So I'm not hurting my, I'm not going to say my back, but not hurting my shoulder and neck and stuff. And yeah, I pretty much achieved that successfully at a low cost. So yeah, that was a win. But this is very minimal. All it is a flat table. Can it even go in manual? No, I mean it's just like it's well made, but just a table from IKEA. Got it, I don't know, 3 years now. I had a computer type desk before and it was too low. So I was having to hunch over more. So this is much improved in that department. But you don't have to get the most expensive thing for it to be the best thing. So the only thing I need to work on now is I need to get a chair that doesn't creak and pop and crack when I move around in it. I mean, it's comfortable. It just it likes making all those kind of sounds. So you know, it even does that if I wasn't sitting on it. So it's not like I'm you know, it's carrying me. Well, it doesn't help, but it's also probably 12 years old. So anyhow, that's my table recommendation. I wanted something that was definitely I could paint for a long time and not get tired or be in pain when I was done. So all those things are important. All those things are important. Furniture is really weird though because most of it is excruciatingly expensive. Now, given it doesn't really wear out, um, but still it just sits there and does nothing. So it's a very late start for me. I don't do well in the evenings to begin with, and this is a late start for me. Got other things that needed to happen tonight before I got to painting, so. I'm working on the trophies that will be given out at a small warband themed tournament on Sunday week, our Labor Day long weekend. Okay? See Tony's hair, is there something grown? They're getting worked on. I see Tony's hair is there. Something grown, they're getting worked on. I don't know what you're trying to say, Joe. Our cat is enchanted by your voice. She keeps rubbing her head along the tablet when I'm. Maybe I just attract pussies. There's actually one guy that, before I started filming, doing YouTube videos, there's a guy who's, I'm not going to say who he is, but he has a YouTube channel, and he is a war gamer and has different type of he has different types of content on there, and his meter of his voice is extremely calming. He's from the UK, and not all accents are the same, obviously. Some people in the UK are very difficult to understand. He's not one of those. He's very easy to understand. And I found that listening to him is extremely calming. I would listen to him while I was painting, and I've mentioned it to other people and played some of it upbeat, but I really enjoy his videos. I've watched his videos for a while now. So yeah, calming, that's good. This should not be something stressful, but if you're doing this, calm, sure. Playing a game calm, yeah, I'm not very calm playing games. I get animated, but that's part of the enjoyment. So, for me, anyways. For a secondhand table, or go to IKEA. I'm sure they have that. Have the Swedes invaded the land of Oz? Their stuff is very minimalistic, which I think works well for this. But I like them for that purpose. The cabinet that I have my figures stored in is by them, and it's a model that's discontinued, and I just happened upon getting it. It's a little display that goes on the wall, and the armies are still in there, although there's a sizable amount that since I've been traveling back and forth, it looks great for. So I haven't done that with the last 4 or 5 armies that I've taken over there. But it's a model of a cabinet called a Bertby, Bertby, and they discontinued it for some unknown reason, and they didn't put an equivalent one, because I could probably use another one for sure to put my figures in. There's no point. I don't see any point in having my figures like hidden somewhere when I can have them out and about. But I may just have to be just happy with the fact that I found one of them and it works. So, because the problem is for our miniatures is they make like standing display cabinets, but there's too much space between the place where you put the figures and the next shelf. So you'll get something that's like 6 foot tall, but only has like 3 or 4 divisions, and that's just not enough for our little things that we do, you know. So it wouldn't be maybe so prevalent in 28s, but 15s we don't need that much space between them. So has 8 or 9 different divisions in it. So it's not illuminated. That's the only thing. You'd have to have illumination on every single level because the figures would block the light coming through from the top. So, but I wish I'd gotten a second one of those. But no big deal. Yeah, so this is from IKEA. That's from IKEA. This is this is like an office, one of those office protectant things. It's like a rubber clear mat. I put that over it, so hopefully this will last me the rest of my life. I won't have to buy another table. And my cutting mat that I never cut on, and which is from work. They were giving those away at work, and I'm like, oh, I want one, but I'm gonna take it home with me. So I cut on the cardboard. So everybody at work has been put on notice. Don't throw this cardboard away. It's very useful. It needs to be famous online. So I don't know how many painters do. And just about everybody has one of these cutting boards, and just about everybody uses to paint on, and it's a disaster. It looks like you know, you've had the Mondo spill. I couldn't work in that chaos. So. But hey, if it works for you, do it. That doesn't work for me. We would have to go to Sydney for IKEA. You were just there. 1,000 kilometers return trip is too. Okay, so that's 1,000 there and back. So that's like 600 miles. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, the height's important for me, for sure. That's the uncompromising thing, really. I don't want to be somewhere I'm bent over the whole time and just be uncomfortable. Not really hurt my back. It's not that I have a bad back or anything, but it's just who fell down? You insolent brush. Where'd you go? Where did you go? Jeez, where did you go? I heard you falling around. There you are. Okay. These tile floors make a really loud sound when anything hits them, no matter how small it is. Here we go. This is the buff color we were using. The Vallejo Buff. Vallejo Buff. So yeah, I like to listen to people that are calming. If I'm doing something calming, you know. There's all kinds of different people. You got people that are very animated, like the terrain tutor. He's very animated. I haven't watched him in a while. It's hard to watch other people when you're doing your own videos. Doing the whole video is so that I have an excuse not to break off and do something else. You know, I need to get these guys done so you guys can see in battles and stuff. So we got to finish this Auxilia. We've got to do some. We're gonna make some forests, some woods here, some woods pieces. We got that coming up. Not tonight, obviously, but you know, soon. And We should be about done with these guys then. And then we can go on the next army. All right, let's get some of this mixed in here. Guy was going to have. Well, we got a redhead and we got a blonde in this pose, so maybe we'll do a light brown haired guy. Mix it up. And you got to change things up when you're using figures that all have the same exact pose. You know, you can't give them all the same shirt, or unless you're building like Romans or something like that. You know, Roman legionnaires marching in step or something like that. If you're painting irregular guys like this, it's always good to mix up the hair color or something. All right. Now the last figure I have shield design, because I wasn't ready to do that just yet. And I'm probably going to do the same thing with this one. Because they are going to have a shield design. I just don't know what the heck it's going to be right this second. So, I know it's going to be simple. It's a good thing this is a shorter painting session because I'm pretty burnt out. The longer you go into the week, like Thursdays and Fridays, the more tired I am. All right, let's add a little bit of white to that and make it pop. All right. We still have some of this metallic here. That's handy. It's separated quite a bit. Should be able to still use this for the tiny little bit that we need here. And this is the last figure in this pose. And then move on to the other guys. All right, well, we've got this color brown here. We said we were going to give him brown hair. Let's just roll with what we have right here. Okay, let's just go ahead and start bringing some more of the original color in on that. Okay, let's just bring this color right in. And then we're going to lighten this. We're going to lighten this light brown with white. We're not going to lighten it with yellow. We don't want it to look blondish at all. And we're going to do that over here. All right, let's just go a little bit more with some white. Okay. We got a built-in shield now. We got a brown, a light one there. Let's do, I may end up having to repaint this. Let's go ahead and use this skeleton bone. That's what we use for this paint shield. And I may have to repaint it because I don't know what design I'm going to do yet. That's okay. I want to go ahead and finish that up. This one's got a shield that's totally black and Okay, this guy's about done. Oh, we still have a belt to do. Let's go ahead and finish the belt so we can see. What was the brush I needed to use? Again. Okay. Hey, this guy's complete now, so we got 3 Auxilia figures done of the 9, so we're a third of the way there. So, anyhow, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up and put this stuff away. We don't have this chaos. And it's probably not going to be till the weekend till I get back on here at the earliest. So, won't be doing any painting tomorrow night. Got something else to do. But until next time, we'll catch you guys later. See ya.